Good morning, flower friends. This is Madonna from Eastside Flower Farm, Los Molinos, California, Zone 9. It is Friday, October 13th. It is a beautiful day here in sunny Los Molinos, California. I wanted to walk out to the dahlia field right quick. So I'll just show you this. We've tilled this area up, and then we put a tarp down over it so we can kill all the new weed seeds that come up. And then I just planted, this is going to be all perennials, so all my perennials are going to be right here. So I just planted my first row of coneflower or echinacea. I have 23 of them. I have, this one is going to be, this is my favorite one. It is double scoop bubble gum. It's a pink color. So I have pinks. And then I have, let me see, what are they? This is butterfly orange skipper. It's a nice pretty orange. And then I have Artisan Collection soft orange. So it's a little bit lighter than the one that we just saw. And then this one is a yellow. So it's Echinacea Sombrero Granada Gold. So I have 6 of the first 2, and then 4 and 4 and 3. So the last 3 are a purple. So what I wanted to show you is my dahlias over here. So let's walk over to the field. Here is my little bed of iris. I have all different colors, mostly from Shriner's Iris in Oregon. I ordered some of my roses that need to be deadhead. Okay, this is got to be one of my favorite peachy orangey roses. It is just Joey, and she is just beautiful. Here's another look at one over here. I'll get in the shade. Isn't that just gorgeous? And she's pretty big, because here, look at my hand. Look how big she is. And this is in October. I mean, it's really pretty. It's spectacular. So one of my favorites. So we're coming over here to the dahlias. So I'm going to do something new this year. I have here in Zone 9, actually Zone 9B, we don't usually get below 27. This last winter, is she pretty? Cafe au lait. This last winter, we had about 4 or 5, maybe 6 days of 27. And that was super cold for us. And I know for the rest of the country, it's not that cold at all. Okay, here's the little queen. Hi, Stevie. She's so pretty. So, it's not that cold, but for us, it was cold. So, dahlias are a perennial. And they are native to Mexico. And they are meant to be perennialized. And then somewhere along the way, everyone discovered that you could dig them up, split the tubers, and sell them. And then we can all have great, great, wonderful dahlia tubers. But this year, I'm going to select, this has been my job for this season, is I'm going to select down to 8 to 10 colors, and then I'm going to do about 20 of each one. So I'm having a hard time. I do know a few that I am going to kick to the curb, for sure. Look how beautiful. That's like a hot pink. It's just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is, I've always wondered, because we are pretty warm, I don't dig these up in the fall because I have no way to store them to keep them cool enough because we're too warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the first freeze, which is going to be sometime in December. And then you want the stalks to freeze first before you go digging them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the first freeze. I'm going to dig up the ones that I want, separate them, and I'm going to pop them right back into the dirt. And then I will mulch them heavily so that they can stay in the ground for winter, because they normally do here anyway, because we're warm enough. So I am not going to try to store them, and I'm not going to leave them for the spring and then go through it. I will have that be my fall job. So I have always wondered if I could do that. safely and just put them right back in the ground if they would be okay. And then I just got confirmation from a flower farmer back east, I think in Pennsylvania. Don't quote me on that, but she said she does that on her farm and puts them right back into the ground so that they can finish doing their job, you know, keeping all their nutrients in them without having to store them. And sometimes when you store them, they dry out or they rot. So I'm not going to take that chance. I'm just simply going to dig them up. Let's go over here. Split them. Keep the ones that I want, put them right back in the ground. I will label them. Of course, you know, you cannot not have cafe au lait in your garden. It just, in your dahlias, it has to be. So, and the rest of them, I will share with either the garden club or, you know, if anybody wants some, because, you know, that's just what you do. And I have no desire to keep the ones that I cannot use for bouquets or for people for wedding work. You know, I have a couple in my landscape that are just for me, but the majority of them are not. You know, they have to be usable for bouquets. And that's a keeper for sure. I love it, love it, love it. So that is what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to come through here this weekend. I'm going to tag the ones that I don't want, and then I will label, put the names on all of them so that I know what they are. And then as soon as we get our first frost and the leaves and stalks blacken up, I will dig them out of the ground, separate them immediately, and then put them right back in the dirt. And then I will mulch it, and I will leave them all winter long. And then I'm going to plan on not digging them up anymore. So I'm going to see how long I can leave them in the ground and let them just actually perennialize, and I'm gonna try it. So a lot of these, once I do that, they'll be in the ground probably, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And then if I notice that they aren't doing well, that they start phasing out or just not growing good, then I'll go ahead and dig them up and split them, you know, like I normally do. But that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that. And if I can just leave them in the ground and let them do their happy thing and not mess with them, I will. This one, I don't think I'm going to keep. It's really pretty. I might put that in my regular yard landscape garden, but I'm not going to use it in here. So that is my plan with the dahlias, is I'm going to dig them up here this winter as soon as they freeze, put them in the ground, and hopefully never have to tend to them. Never meaning, you know, for 5, 6, 7 years. I'm just gonna let them do what they naturally do and let them perennialize. So, of course, we will do more updates on this as we go further along. And here's bye for now. You guys have a good day. Thank you.